We are really excited to bring direct certification using Medicaid to Washington State. Direct certification using Medicaid data creates the potential to increase access to school meals for students and the potential for community eligibility provision schools to participate at higher identified student percentages. We have three objectives for this training. It's all about understanding direct certification using Medicaid data and delivering meal benefits to students in your local education agency. We will explain direct certification Medicaid. We will show you how to use the education data system for matching, and we will discuss certifying students as eligible for free and reduced price meals because of Medicaid. Direct certification using Medicaid is currently a pilot project. This means it's not available in all states. USDA allows some states to participate, and during participation, USDA studies implementation, certification results, feasibility, cost, and much more. It's a great thing to participate in the pilot project. Improving access to school meals, and having access to additional data for community eligibility provision is important. For the project, OSPI partnered with Healthcare Authority. Healthcare Authority are the keepers of Medicaid programs in Washington State. There are many benefits to direct certification Medicaid. Anytime we can reduce the paperwork burden, improve integrity, and increase access to meal benefits, it's a win for child nutrition programs and the students in the state of Washington. The direct certification using Medicaid data process should look familiar to you. It's the same general process as direct certification using DSHS data for basic food, TANF, and the other programs. The data is provided to OSPI at the same intervals, a match is made with student enrollment, and OSPI presents the data to the LEA in the form of a match list in the education data system. Let's take a look at the key policies of direct certification using Medicaid data. These policies are really important and will help you gain the concept of directly certifying students using Medicaid data. We will go through each policy. Students are certified for both free and reduced price meals. This is a key difference between direct certification and direct certification Medicaid. Directly certified means that the child is eligible and does not need to turn in a meal application to receive benefits. Students directly certified using Medicaid data are not subject to verification. Households directly certified for Medicaid for reduced price meals must be notified of the income level used for the direct certification process. They may turn in a meal application for approval based on household size and income for free meals if they feel they are eligible for the higher benefit level. Applications with Medicaid case numbers cannot be accepted. This is different than direct certification. We can accept a basic food or TANF case number at face value and approve for free meals. Let me emphasize that we cannot approve an application with a Medicaid case number. The only way a Medicaid household is eligible for free or reduced price meals is through the direct certification Medicaid list in the education data system. The higher benefit level trumps all. For example, An approved meal application for free meals trumps direct certification Medicaid reduce. Please ensure your electronic upload systems do not override free income application. We will take a closer look at this policy in a few minutes. An LEA applying for the community eligibility provision may only use students directly certified Medicaid free meals as an identified student in the calculation for the identified student percentage. The data will be available to you April 2018. There are two separate lists in the education data system, the usual list for direct certification and a new list for direct certification Medicaid. The lists are kept separate because direct cert Medicaid contains students eligible for free meals and reduced price meals. It made the best sense to keep the lists separate since not all students are eligible for free meals. Data is received at the same intervals as DSHS data, giving the potential for new data on a daily basis. Now it's time to take a look at how we access the list and what the list looks like, and how to certify students. To access the list, you will need access to the education data system, and this slide shows the EDS login. Bookmark the login for easy access in the future. Just a reminder that each LEA has their own district data manager, and access to the direct certification system is provided by the LEA, not OSPI. This is the login page and probably looks familiar to you. This is the direct certification dashboard and should look familiar to you also. Always work the near match list first. Resolving near matches allows the student name to appear on your district list. With direct certification Medicaid, you will be presented with near matches alongside near matches for basic food and TANF. When viewing the near match list, you will know it's Medicaid because of the Medicaid ID number. Once near matches are resolved, it's time to access the direct certification Medicaid list. Click on the district list tab, and from the drop-down list, select all matches for free reduced by Medicaid. The direct cert Medicaid list should look familiar to you. Let's review the elements of the list. I'd like to draw your attention to Circle 1 in the top right corner. We will continue to have the file download options. However, please note that the option to download the list with CEDARS codes is no longer available. All download options will automatically contain the CEDARS codes. Now turn your attention to Circle 2 on the left. The date eligible column is available for LEAs that have been approved to use the flexibility in eligibility status for direct certification. Please note that for the remainder of school year 17-18, LEAs may not use flexibility in date eligible for direct certification Medicaid. The date the list is accessed is the date the student is eligible. Circle 3 on the right. Reason qualified is Medicaid. And Circle 4, also on the right, associated CEDARS code, code 6 for code 6 for free, and code 12 for reduced. It's possible to search by Medicaid ID number if you have it. Search on first name and last name is possible also. We continue working to build a new design for student search function overall. Now that we've reviewed the basics of direct certification using Medicaid data, let's look at a few scenarios and some common questions. Here are some more. Let's discuss the answers. What if there is an approved application on file and the student is presented on the direct certification Medicaid list? Recall the key policy. Students certified for free or reduced price meals based on an application or direct certification with another program must not be negatively impacted. Well, this is a good question and could very well occur throughout the school year. The chart that you see on this slide is on our reference sheet, which makes it easy to keep handy. Let's review. If an approved application is on file for free meals and the student is presented on the direct certification Medicaid list as reduced, the student remains eligible for free meals. If an approved application is on file for reduced price meals and the student is presented on the direct certification Medicaid list as free, the student is eligible for free meals. A general rule of thumb is to update the benefit level so the student receives the highest benefit. We won't be decreasing benefit levels. A student was direct certification Medicaid reduced at the beginning of the year. Now they show up as direct certification basic food. What should I do? Again, we won't be decreasing benefit levels. There will be a possibility that you will see some benefit changes on the direct certification Medicaid list. For example, the student is directly certified Medicaid reduced at the beginning of the year, and later in the year, direct certification Medicaid free. Update the benefit level to free. There will also be the possibility that a student will be direct certification Medicaid reduced in 1 month, and later in the year be presented as direct certification basic food. The benefit level is updated to free. Benefit level is never decreased. Once eligibility has been determined for free or reduced price meals, the student is eligible for the school year and the first 30 operating days of the new year, or until a new eligibility determination has been made. Eligibility can be extended to other members of the household in the same manner as direct certification with basic food and TANF. If direct certification Medicaid free, extend eligibility for free meals. If direct certification Medicaid reduced, extend eligibility for reduced price meals. Households must be notified of their eligibility. And recall the key policy: households directly certified for reduced price meals must be notified of the income level used. To capture this policy, we created a new notification letter for direct certification Medicaid. The letter contains that required element to inform the household of the income guidelines used and allow submission of a meal application. The letter is available on the CNS webpage alongside the meal application materials. Student eligibility for free or reduced is viewed in the reason qualified column and also reflected in the CEDARS code column. CEDARS codes are shown on the display list and automatically on the list when downloading to file format. You will need to remember the CEDARS codes to decipher. Code 12 is reduced and code 6 is free. You may be asking, what is the difference between direct certification Medicaid and direct verification? It's simple. The direct certification Medicaid list certifies students for free or reduced price meals. These students are eligible for benefits without a meal application. New information will appear throughout the year. Students on the direct certification Medicaid list are not part of the verification pool. The direct verification list allows you to verify eligibility for an approved meal application during the verification process. The list represents October 1st and does not change during the year. Remember to use the correct list for the intended purpose. Students directly certified Medicaid will have carryover status at the beginning of the school year. We've created many resources for you, including a direct certification Medicaid reference sheet. The reference sheet is available on the CNS webpage. Private schools can access direct certification Medicaid data too. This is done through the normal file upload process. Please note the template change and download a new template before proceeding. What questions or concerns do you have? If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to a program specialist for help. Thank you for participating today.